Dixon pictured the American West as a place of masculine action and adventure.
It is unlikely that Dixon would have produced his startling and powerful social realist work without Thang's encouragement.
Dixon reflected on his career and attributed the turning point in his work from an illustrative to more poetic and decorative approach to his years in billboard advertising.
This shift suggests an early unseen desire to depict these natural atmospheric effects as giving the land agency.
Dixon's connections to this region had become so strong that it was later proclaimed to be Maynard Dixon country.
When we examine Dixon and Hamlin's connection to the landscape and people of Mount Carmel, Zion, and the surrounding areas, it is primarily through the art they created.
They collaborated on several works, including a post office mural, as well as painting Red Canyon, which she finished in 1947, the year after his death.
Hamlin's depictions of Mission Dolores indicate politically charged instances of collective memory.
Dixon was deliberately establishing and presenting himself as an expert on Native Americans, just like an anthropologist would.
Rather than treating Native culture as something that evolves, Dixon interpreted Indians as totems of the past.
The inclusion of Indigenous women in New Deal art communicated reconciliation and communion between Anglos and Native peoples.
Dixon's images demonstrate the national park boundaries are productive spaces for decolonizing analyses of the ideological collisions that exist between U.S. governmental and tribal land philosophies.
Dixon did look at the human impact or alteration of the land. The structures are a transition between the horizon and the foreground.
He was writing poetry about how the great Southwest was waiting for him before he had ever gone there to experience it.
Thank you for making this possible, for believing in the power of art and of museums and of Maynard Dixon.